Animaniacs, a gigantic adventure. A game of titanic proportions. This cover art is shit. I know what they're doing, it's not good. Yako's face is whatever, Dot's face is like, what the fuck am I doing on this cover art? And Wako is whatever, I don't know. I don't like this cover art. And then it says, like, it has a very large banner at the top saying fun stuff for all ages. So you know it's shit. I don't know, man, I don't... Nothing about this means good things to me. This is from South Peak Interactive. They did a bunch of Windows stuff for Animaniacs and Looney Tunes in general in this era. We did an assorted media that we went through 9 of their games / software a couple of streams back. But this game is not good. I think this game is shit. And I have one very strong reason to say that, which is the music. Now, I know this because I was installing the game, I was setting it up, and I was like, where is the music? I fucked up somewhere. So I tried like 4 different dumps of the game, and none of the dumps had music. And then I tried to find some playthroughs.
This is fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it is fine. Welcoming, that one appreciate it. I checked a few playthroughs just to see if they had any music. None of the playthroughs online have any music. And then I found this long ass review about the game where the guy tried to find like 2-3 different versions of the game. He bought the disc on eBay. He found this re-release of the game. No versions have any music. And it would be like, okay, they didn't do music for the game, I guess. Here's the thing. The back of the box talks about music. The readme on the disc talks about music. The game has a music volume slider. They just forgot. Somewhere along the line, someone forgot the music. And it's pretty obvious... reading through it that they had the music, they just forgot to put it on the disc. I think it was supposed to be like CD tracks, and whatever they sent for the disc presses didn't have the music tracks or something. I don't know. Someone fucked up and no one noticed, and you couldn't release a patch for it because, like, how can you add CD tracks? They'd have to pack the music in some format like MP3 or whatever, and they, I guess it's a licensed game, so yeah, the game doesn't have music because they forgot to add it. They probably paid for it, they paid for someone to compose the music or something, and it's just not in there. Also, the game looks like shit as well. This game is... I'm gonna be very surprised if it is actually good. I think it's gonna be shit. It's a platformer for Windows. Windows doesn't have the best track record when it comes to platformers either. I mean, I don't know. Can we skip it? I should have had a rule when I started the retrospective. It's 103 games. We are entitled to skipping like 3. I can choose 3 games to skip. But no, we're not skipping anything. Let's take a brief look at the back of the box. Animaniacs, a gigantic adventure. A game of titanic proportions. Again, it's already on the front cover. I've complained about this before. If it is here, why is it repeated here? Maybe there's a rule for that or something, but it feels like a waste of a box. Crown? Yeah, by the way, this is difficult to read, but there might be the scan. No Animaniacs.
Ship my pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
No Animaniacs.
Yes, no Animaniacs at all. Which is a shame. Like the one review I read, the one pretty shitty. Thank you so much for the 50 bits. Appreciate it. The one review I read, the guy said that the game was like nothingness, so the music didn't matter. I disagree. Sometimes the music is what keeps you going. For me, like I'm really a freaking sucker for good music in video games. So it would have helped. But this game is dropping a bunch of ranks on my list just because it doesn't have any music, I can tell already. Alright, crown Yako, Wako and Dot as kings and queen of the world in Animaniacs Gigantic Adventure trademark. The Warner Brothers and sister are trying to rescue lost movie classics. Hello there, Mr. Theurge. And they're starting their search on an old luxury liner set at the studio. But watch out for the CEO of Warner Brothers, Thaddeus J. Plotz. He hid the films and will do anything to keep them hidden. Why? The CEO doesn't want you to find the movies? Why? You'll help the Animaniacs through the bridge, first-class dining rooms, and onto the iceberg. And if they avoid the villainous crew members, they'll get a chance to explore other sets on the Warner Brothers backlot. So the whole thing is about the ship, but if you make it through the ship, then the game says, then there's other stages too. Is that what the box is saying? If you make it through the ship, then there's other stuff as well. Play as Yako, Wako and Dot and experience their zaniness firsthand through 3 difficulty levels that will challenge everyone from the novice to the side-scrolling expert. Are we a side-scrolling expert? No, we're not. Features single or turn-based 2-person play. It's single person or a turn-based 2-person. That's a very strange way to write it. Right, so it's single player or you take turns. Okay, got it. Internet play allows you to play against your friends on MSN Gaming Zone. Play it free on zone.com. I never used that. Play against your friends like for score? Find power-ups that will help you find the canisters, posters and awards faster and increase the game's excitement. Keyboard, joystick and gamepad compatible so you can play any way you want. Bonus and hidden rooms extend the fun and give you a chance to rack up the points. So they didn't mention the music on the back of the box, I'm pretty sure it does mention it in the readme file. Who ordered a rat with his pizza? Helped Dot escape from the rat and Dr. Scratch and Sniff and jump to her snacks and power-ups. I know, it's difficult to read. Keep Yako warm and exercise, with exercise, it's difficult to read. Ram him past eye glues over crevices and on to the next level. And then here we have like a tentacles in Mars or something. Ouch, if Wako wasn't messed up in the head before, he sure is now. And Wako's so dizzy from the space creature, he might not see through Raph the guard's disguise. Don't get caught, Wako. I guess. I think this is gonna be shit. Anyone else think this is gonna be garbage? I can give a lot of leeway to games. You guys know that I never go into a game saying that, right? It's very rare. I usually go into a game, I have high hopes for this. Maybe this one is good. Wako mentally unwell confirmed, clearly. Yeah, of course, that wasn't for up to discussion. The multimedia packs are disappointing. They usually are, yes. But like, I was kind of thinking that the animated puzzles might be okay, and they were. The animated puzzles were fun, especially because of the clips. So you put it together, it plays the clip, that's fine. And it has the first frame of the clip as the puzzle, so it's fine. And like a lot of these games, I give them the benefit of the doubt. This one is gonna be shit, even though it's a platformer, so it should be decent. It would be the case of the first game that I say is shit but ends up being good, but I doubt it. It's probably gonna have clips from the show, which is like probably the only good thing about the game. Remember the 90s when the Warner Brothers store was a thing, tried to compete with the Disney store? I don't remember that stuff. But it's gigantic. Welcome, Alex Murphy. It's gigantic. I think you're setting yourself up for failure. Guys, it's a licensed game. Okay, so minimal effort. No, but it's called gigantic. Okay, so it's minimum effort and we try to pretend it isn't. Mulligan it. No, not Mulligan. We are beating the game. I think we have beaten... Like, there are some games that are just exploration, like the Studio Cartoon Creator ones. But I have beaten everything, I think. Was there... I think there was a game that either looped or it was like always the same thing. Oh, it was the Looney Tunes B-Ball, but even though we didn't beat the campaign, but we still beat the game at the maximum difficulty, one match, so that kind of counts. I think we have beaten everything. Hello there, Games of VHS. You think the ship is gonna... Spoilers! Someone ban Alex Murphy. Fucking spoilers. Alright. Let's go in here. Animaniacs, Gigantic Adventure. Dogs barking. Windows 1999. Game number 58. Timer is reset. That's not the best splash screen. I don't know. README file. Insert the CD-ROM, select install to uninstall. Yeah, it's already telling you to uninstall. Disable screensavers for optimal performance. Supports keyboard. Run, jump, throw, and arrows. Okay, I guess. Save and load. Save and load. Okay. F5, F7. Menus, options. The options button provides you with a list of features you can customize for individual gameplay needs. Single player mode, replay will reset you to the last checkpoint, do not lose a life. In two player mode, to cause the other player's turn, reset the current player to last checkpoint and they will not lose a life. Within the game, the sound balancing between sound effects and the CD music have internal adjustments. Sound effects are not loud enough, set to maximum, means the CD and wave volume, good balance. Level boss hints. Beware of Scratch's Sniff's alter ego. Space Ralph doesn't like baseball. Mr. Director is not so tough in the air. Balloony has a bad back. If Balloony is below, you can't exit above. Give plots a headache, we'll remember. Okay, so we have a bunch of needs. Okay, can someone call these lines and tell them that the music is not working? If you already have a login for The Zone. Oh, you race through a level fighting villains and navigating obstacles. You can choose from 5 special internet levels. Score is based on how fast. Also, it's like a speedrun race. It's kind of fun sounding. Alright, start the timing.
Ago, the 1930s to be exact, the Animaniacs were born, or actually drawn, in the Warner Brothers Animation Studio. From then on, the wacky siblings Yakko, Wacko, and Dot wreak havoc throughout the studio lot. After years of torment, Thaddeus J. Plotz, chairman of the board, has created a plan to reestablish order in his studio.
I must have order!
In order to catch those elusive Warner Brothers...
And Warner sister.
And the Warner sister Dot... Plotz instructs Ralph, the security guard, to gather all of the Animaniacs' classic films from the vault and hide them throughout the studio back lot. But wait, there's more. Plotz's next plan is to capture the Animaniacs and lock them away in a sanitarium, where no one, not even you, will know of their existence.
Are we being punished?
Is it over for the dynamic trio? I guess not.
Bon voyage. Thanks for the ride. So long. We gotta find those films. We gotta find those canisters. I gotta find the bathroom. Boinky, boinky, boinky.
So definitely not the best, but I appreciate the effort. And here is the music. So good. And not bad, the voice actors at least. The animation was kind of shit, but yeah, it's acceptable. It's more than acceptable for what it is. But the music. There is no music. They forgot to add the music. Default to medium. Hello there, little Chiro. Plot makes little sense, that's not unusual. It makes no sense at all. The plot is unnecessarily convoluted. Okay, these are the defaults. Do I want to remap throw to something else because space is all the way over here? I think I'm gonna remap this to Z. Or Z, as some weird ass people say. Z. Freaking call with Z. Z is a guy. Not a key, not a letter. Animaniacs voices: Rob Paulsen, Therese McNeil, Jeff Bennett, and Jess Harnell. Why are there 4 people to voice 3 characters? British, English. I know. I know. I'm Canada is a Z country. Ooh, US government restricted rights notice. The US government made this game. High score. Understand other people have different ways of life. Yaka Waka Dot, Pinky Brain, Mindy Button, Squid, Slappy, and Ralph. Fine. Hash? What the fuck is hash? Is that a spelling for 8? What is hash? Hatch? No, Zed, I've mentioned it for most because it's funny, because I've realized if people say Zed, it's kind of okay, I wouldn't mind saying it. Age or hashtag is hatch? Who the hell calls age hash? H? H? Well, at least we're not counting numbers like the French. Instead of saying 80, they say 420. Like instead of saying 90, they say 42010 or something like that. H instead of H. Now I'm confused. Okay, we don't have any loading. A, B, C, D, E, F, H. Right. Okay, yeah, I think I get it. Alright, single player. Help? Do I already want help? The mission! Help them search their hidden posters, awards, and film cans. Hidden, replay, whatever. 420. I knew someone was gonna... I skipped G. I did. You have to understand that reciting the alphabet in English is not automatic for me. So give me a break. Okay, single player. Herb. For help moving walk, hit escape and choose options. I know you guys can try to argue that it's fine. This looks like absolute garbage to me. Like the 80s scene, the sprites, they have no charm. The mixing of the 3D and the 2D is like minimum effort. I don't like the way this looks. British E can be pronounced like Derby, Berkeley, Barkley. Yeah, don't they have towns in England that are called like Thoroughboroughson, but they just say throw. I had a lot of trouble when I was playing that strategy Conqueror AD that had the names of places in England, and I was like misspelling everything. Looks very cookie cutter. Miss Parody pissed. I don't know, I don't like. It looks like clip art. Yeah! It looks like clip art pasted on top of Random Mass 3D. What? Yeah, I don't know. You can run, and it once you start running, like the inertia, it's just, man, I don't like the way this looks. Looks like a Windows 95 game. Yeah, it kind of does. Push books to reach high places. Okay. I'm trying? But then I don't need to push it? Oh, this pile, which is a lot higher, I can push. Not the other one. Oh, that's Brain over there. Looks like it should be a free game that comes in Animaniacs action figure. It should come in a cereal box, yeah. Purple switches open doors. Man, the lack of music makes this feel so amateurish. I don't know if it isn't just me, right? The lack of music makes this look absolute nothingness. Slippery surfaces are out of control. The game is claiming itself to be out of control. That's a demerit. You got a game with a packet of Frosties. They look ridiculous, they do. Mission, nutrition, Kellogg's. I can't, my mouse is captured right now. Danger can come from above, yeah. Man, the sound effects are also shit. Look out for the floors.
Oh,
you can
no!
Yes, you can jump to negate the effects completely, yes. Beware of rats. Why does it explode in a million pieces?
Uh-oh. This is bad. Really bad.
What's green and sings? Elvis Parsley.
That joke is out of control. Defy gravity when collect atomic balls. You know what this is? This is an atomic ball. That one is amazingly luchero. The first time I heard it, I died. I got better. The ship going to sink and drown the Animaniacs? Just like Bubsy 3D. Like when Wako does blinks and it does the special effect, that's exactly how I feel, Wako. I kind of get it now. Bouncy platforms give great high. Okay, but I'm almost dead. Gather hearts left by Hello Nurse for health. I could use some health, yes.
Hello, nurse. Hello, nurse.
Man, that's so minimum effort. He played the sound effects twice. It's... This game is very low effort. Holy shit. Smash some items to reveal surprises. All the best games have you collecting atomic balls. Why is the game like this? Yeah, why is the game like this? Kind of does sum it up, doesn't it? It's probably a checkpoint, I guess. This thing says we go left, okay. Oh. Why are we collecting random pieces of food? Always on Windows. Yeah, which is why I said that Windows doesn't have the best track record when it comes to platformers. Swing l'artisan to reach higher ground.
Look out below.
Seen how computer platformers before, nothing this tacky. Tacky is a good word to describe this, isn't it? It is very tacky.
Don't try this at home.
Traverse rope to reach goodies. What if I don't want to? At least there's no fall damage. Chat, I don't know where to go next. Chat, I could use a hint. Where do we go next? Well, there are some arrows here, but... Chat, we got soft locked. I can't jump back. I can't jump back. Chat. Jesus, okay. Then Waka just blinks. Congratulations, you found all of the goodies on this level. Why is there a mouse cursor here? Yes. Continue. Do we get to play as Dot? We do, okay. What is this? I've never seen an arrow with that sound effect. Wait, are we... Are we in miniature now? Why are the plates so big? Is it just me, or does the size of nothing make sense? What? She throws an anvil that explodes. That's the most brittle anvil of all time. What the fuck is this game, man? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a roasted pig spitting the apple in its mouth as an enemy in a video game. That's new. Nice painting, I guess. Silence of the Clams. Just explode the angel.
Whoops.
She keeps... Like, if I don't touch anything... And then she blinks. You know, this character is blinking and the accompanying sound is like the most how I feel while playing this. None of this makes any sense. I guess it doesn't. Okay, the pig exploded.
Kidding.
Man, I thought the game was gonna be bad, but this is... I talk a lot about minimum effort. This is below minimum. I'm trying to land on that. But I have to hold jump to get to it, and if I'm holding jump when I grab it, it just jumps automatically. So I have to let go of jump before touching the thing, otherwise... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, this could be like a desktop assistant kind of thing. Shit, now I don't know where to go. Why do they need 3 fucking arrows, man? It's here if you can't figure out anywhere else to go. Like 1 arrow to point in the general direction that you will need to go, it's kind of okay. If you can't find a better way to let the player know the correct direction. Because here's the thing, Having... She's still jumping. Here's the thing, having like an arrow in a game, either explicit one or like one made up of coins or whatever. Usually when that exists in a game, it's because during testing the devs realized the players couldn't know where to go. And they either already tried something else or they couldn't be bothered, so they just put in an arrow. Okay, you see left, alright? Because all the players wait like 5 minutes trying to go right. But then, like, over there, like, where else am I going? Do you really need an arrow to point to the only direction available? I like, for example, Left 4 Dead. How goes the game? That's a loaded question, Abstractism. I'm not gonna answer. For example, Left 4 Dead, the maps are sprawling, right? There's a lot of places to hide and everything, but everyone knows where to go. They rarely have any arrows pointing the way or anything. You know what they do? You know how they make the players know where to go? They use light. Players go to wherever it's brightest. So they just make the area you're supposed to go towards well lit and everything else too dark. And then immediately everyone knows which direction to go. I think they say in the dev commentary like players are like moths drawn to a light. And see, that's clever. And here they just put like 500 arrows pointing to the only exit that you can see. And no Abstractism, they forgot to put the music. Like, it's on the menu, but they forgot to put the music tracks, and things explode. This might be the first game in retrospective you actually slightly hate. It's not even one of those... I don't think this is even enjoyable to watch. Dead silence and cartoon sound effects. Yeah, the readme file talks about music. And here's the thing, it's not my dump that is bugged or anything. I found this guy who actually bought 2 different versions of the game on eBay. Like one from a re-release and everything. The game, they forgot to put the music. They have that selection. Like, here, there is a selection for music, but they forgot to... Okay. But they forgot to put the tracks on the image they sent for mastering. Find your old Star Trek SFX ships. I pressed woohoo! Oh man, all of that looks cool. The Sonic comic books. Hang on, I shouldn't have... Okay, there it is. If I press F5, it brings the save. Right, okay. And your magic cards. I sold my magic cards a long time ago. And I think I sold them at a time where they had a good price. Turns out you didn't. Yeah, I did sell mine before they lost all value, I guess. Because the longer you hold on to those, unless it's like some kind of collector's rare, whatever, because they keep adding new rules and there is inherent power creep. So like for regular cards, they... And then again, like, I don't know enough about the trading card market to... Invincible. And invincible, but the things block me. And then again, whatever works down here like it's a different market. Like the cards I traded were in Brazilian Portuguese. Poor security guard never got a break. Never gets a break. I could give himself a break. We're not telling on him if he doesn't show up to work. Welcome in, Kibitz. Found a bunch of game boxes too, even a few Wii and GameCube games. Nice! There is one game that I really wish I could find, and a friend of mine had it. But it's too expensive because it's rare for whatever reason. I would like to have a copy of the Xbox 360 version of Need for Speed Most Wanted. I know I can play the PC version, which is what I do. But I can't move doing that. By the way, we were told there were gonna be bosses. You had a friend that was really into magic cards before you met him, then hated it. He never explained why. I was okay with magic, I just realized that I'm never gonna find anyone to play with, and also I don't want to spend money to stay current, so I'm just gonna sell the cards and spend on stuff that I'm into right now nowadays. And back then when Magic was new, I remember playing this other card game that came around the same time called Spellfire, and I remember thinking Spellfire was a lot cooler because of the card positioning on the board or something. I don't know, it's been a long time. I remember thinking it was a lot niftier. Is the game any better? No! Does it look any better? Why does she throw an anvil that is brilliant enough to explode in a truckload of pixels? Twilight Princess, some Paper Mario game for Wii and Thousand Year Door for GameCube. Thousand Year Door is considered the best Paper Mario game. And Super Paper Mario for the Wii is considered, I think, the worst Paper Mario by most people. Although I don't know where the Wii U one fits in. That one wasn't ported to the Switch. But I think Super Paper Mario is considered the worst one. No, I'm talking. And Twilight Princess is amazing. The Wii version is horizontally inverted to make Link right-handed. It was easier to just flip the entire game around. And I think that game could be used at some point to soft mod the Wii, but nowadays there are easier ways to do it. You had the best and the worst. Yeah, probably, yes. I haven't played that one yet. I think that's the next one on my Paper Mario playthrough that I need to play. And although, and I think I've mentioned this, and just like Fallout games, I recognize that Thousand Year Door is a better Paper Mario than Paper Mario, the original 64 game. I prefer the 64 game for some reason. Not by a large margin. I enjoyed both. Most people think the 3DS Paper Mario to be the worst. Really? Because I knew everyone hated Super Paper Mario when it came out. You wonder if your Wii is able to play GameCube games. If it is a black one, I think it doesn't play them. If it is a red one, also I think it doesn't play them. The easiest way to know is to see if there is a little door at the top. And if you open it, then it's gonna be like GameCube ports. And those Wii's can run GameCube games natively. If it doesn't have those, you can still play GameCube games, but you need to soft mod it. Yeah. So, yeah, it has two ports. One has the 4 GameCube ports, and the other one has 2 slots for memory cards. That's all for GameCube stuff. Some Wii games support the GameCube controller, like Smash Bros. But you can also soft mod your Wii and load the games from a hard drive and still use your GameCube controller. Which you can also do on a Wii U, but the Wii U doesn't have the ports. So you need a USB adapter. You can get the Nintendo one, which is very expensive, or you can get the May Flash one, which works the same. And it works fine. But be aware that the Wii U HDMI upscaler is garbage. I still want to test if using the Wii U's analog port fixes the issues. Like simply not using the HDMI output would fix it. That's fucking amazing. I had no idea you could do that when you snagged it. The Wii, you can also use the Wii you can install emulators on it. Like SNES, Genesis, Master System, that kind of stuff. Even technically Nintendo 64, although it's a little bit iffy. You can install those and then you can output with analog to a CRT TV. And that's like the cheapest, most simple solution to get SNES and Genesis games on a CRT TV if you don't have those consoles. It was like the first solution I used a long time ago. I actually played through Is the first one using that. The game bugged out and I managed to throw 2 anvils. We're taking a lot of damage now for reasons. Like if you need any guidance on modding a console or anything, you can hit me up on Discord. I've helped plenty of people mod consoles before. Pull a red switch to activate platforms. I did, yes, thank you. I helped a friend mod a PSX, which is that weird Japanese only DVR with a PS2 embedded. And also PS TV. And I've modded like 5 Wii's back in the day, like for different friends. Hello, Nurse. Yeah, that's her name. Okay, now we are playing with Yako. What is his weapon look like? Let me put down a save. Yeah, it's 1 frame. It's 1 frame, chat. And here's another frame. This is one of the laziest animations I've ever seen. Wait, I took damage from the far. It doesn't even... I know I took damage because he blinks, but he didn't do any noise. Or anything. The arrows. Isn't this fun and engaging, chat? This is an insult to Animaniacs games who had a pretty good track record. I agree. This is... what is the word? This is embarrassing.
Ah! Just kidding.
Okay, that was pretty good. Well, this is an embarrassment. Oh, I agree. The one on the SNES and the one on the Genesis, those games were top-notch. And the game pack was amazing, like Belchinator was a lot of fun. The other games were whatever, but the game pack itself was pretty good. You don't need anything. Like, they have those things up there for score. You don't need it. You just keep going. Like, I don't care. Right? Blue balloons. Like, I'm not gonna be trawling through the levels trying to find everything. Did you know you can ride blue balloons up and down? Up and down the square? Do you have anything better to do than walk up and down the square? Yes, I do. I have piano lessons. Oh, so you'd rather have piano lessons than walk up and down the square? Yes, I would. Okay, off you go then. Does anyone know where that is from? Where is the... Okay, here. What did he say? It is a Monty Python reference. There you go. Very good, Alex Murphy. It's one of the... Princess with Turtles. It's one of the more obscure ones, I feel. I don't think I've ever seen anyone reference that one. Those films are always on floating bits, and the animation is of him dancing on a platform that is never there. It's like they didn't... They should have made the animation work for him. He's floating because he's always gonna be floating. Man, this is quiet. This isn't Sonic.
What a view!
It wasn't the show that they repeated in the film. Yeah, I know from the film. I remember that film. I remember a lot of skits in that film. Like, yeah, sure, it's not as good as their other two films, but it's decent. I'm surprised it's so little washed and referenced.
Whoa.
Okay, I can't get down there. Like, that film has that part with the British in Africa, where he gets in and he's like, I lost my leg. What happened, do you reckon? I suppose he got eaten by a tiger. A tiger? In Africa? Must have escaped from a zoo. That bit is one of the best ones of the movie. Made from an American producer who thought they could get them big in the US but failed the box office. I mean, British humor, it's... In all honesty, like, as much as I like Monty Python, it's not all of it. I remember I tried to watch the original Flying Circus thingy, like the first few episodes, and I was like, dude, this is a bit painful. I didn't enjoy it one bit. But I freaking love the movies, and some of the beats, some of the original skits I do like, but it's not all of them. British humor, top tier stuff. I feel like you might be biased. I don't like British humor.
Don't look down.
But I'm not surprised that Americans back in the day weren't in general a big fan of it. Where are we going? I can't jump here. That's from before. for... What came in here for an argument? That one is... Like, I get that people love the Ministry of Silly Walks, and it's alright, but the one with the argument is way better. That's not an argument. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. You can't just say yes, it is and call it an argument. Thank you, that's your time. It wasn't 5 minutes. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. I might be... But if you're arguing, then it's still on. No, I might be arguing on my own time. That one is amazing.
My arms are tired.
This is abuse. And then he's a fucking prick. Can imagine life of Brian being done really well in parts of... Being done really well in parts in the USA. I watched the life of... I watched the life of Brian when I was Hello?
A switch. What a surprise.
What?
Open sesame. Open sesame. A switch. What a surprise.
What? I watched it when I was a kid. I freaking loved it. Even though I didn't get most of the jokes. Oh, the switch is all the way over here.
A switch. What a surprise.
There we go. American humor is so... You hate to use the term, but low, bro. It depends. But yeah, like most of Brazilian humor makes American humor look like British humor. We have a lot of people like a lot of character humor down here. You know, like Police Academy kind of stuff, where you have a character that has its one thing that makes the character kind of funny, and then it just leans on it until it's dead on the face, and then it keeps leaning on it, and people just eat it up. That's most of Brazilian humor, unfortunately. There is some very good stuff, but yeah, I don't like to use the low bro term either, but I get it, and yeah, it's kind of like that over here. Saturday Night Live isn't as fun, it's more Seth Lonely Island kind of stuff. Saturday Night Live, like old Saturday Night Live, has some very fun sketches. You guys are into that, that's fun too. And old Saturday Night Live is very good. Like, there is some very good American humor, and there is some very good Brazilian humor. I feel like British humor is like, take it or leave it. You're either gonna love it, or none of it is ever gonna click for you. And I know plenty of people that like this one time, I had a group of friends, and two of us would be quoting Monty Python, and the other two had never watched Monty Python. So I decided, you know what, let's put on the Holy Grail for them to watch. And the movie starts, and then the guys are like, with the coconuts and everything coming over the hill, and we look at the other two people that had never seen it yet, and they're just like deadpan looking at the movie. And me and my friend looked at each other, no, it's not gonna work, let's stop the movie right now. It's for some people, it's just never gonna click. And that's fine, it's not for necessarily... Things don't have to be for everyone. But they were just looking at it and like, what? And yes, and like, if you mention a joke here, a joke there, they think it's funny, but when actually watching it, they don't find it funny. Like me describing the bridge scene... No, there's a scene like this, and then I describe, what is your favorite color? What is your mission? It's what is your name, what is your mission, and what is your favorite color. If you and I describe the scene to them, they think it's the funniest thing, but actually watching it, it just falls dead on its face. You remember you showed Blazing Saddles to some friends on a film night and they hated it. I don't know, man. Blazing Saddles is such an easy movie to love. Like, I get it that, like, Life of Brian and Holy Grail can be a bit dry. But Blazing Saddles? Like, that's people not liking Airplane, almost. It's almost as accessible as Airplane, and even more genius than Airplane most of the time. Who call those Neanderthals? I'm sure you British people do, yes. Or, you know, morons. And that scene is so good because the delivery from, what is his name, Gene Wilder? His delivery is so fantastic that the other character is laughing. He laughs at the end, but it's unscripted. He just can't hold it. It's in the film that he goes, you know, the common clay of the West. You know. Morons. And the guy just breaks up. He can't keep his straight face anymore. It's amazing. That movie is fantastic. The only bad thing about that movie, and I think I've saw arguments on this before, but the only bad thing about the movie is the ending is shit. But whatever. That's like complaining about a Stephen King novel. Yeah, the ending is shit. It's not about the ending. It's the journey. It's fine. Maybe they weren't paying enough attention. That's a problem with modern audiences as well, right? You can't have a slow comedy movie that has a build-up and a delivery. You need to be constantly, yeah, here's some zany shit, and here's some other zany shit, because they can't give the attention. It's not usually a problem with my groups, because my groups are usually older people anyway. They do have the patience. The ending is great. Yeah, I don't like the ending, but it is a delayed delivery, the punchline that sells it. Yeah, he really drags it out. And the actor is just like, it's coming. I know it's coming and I can't laugh, and I failed. It's two. I don't actually remember that. I think. I've watched that movie only twice. I need to fix that. That's my leg. And it's just cycling the characters. We're still in the Titanic. We're told that we're gonna be other things. We still have to go to the iceberg and everything. Man, these scenarios, these backgrounds are so lazy. I can't be bothered looking at this. I can't be bothered to comment on the scenery. There's a chicken. You know that kitchen and chicken are words that my brain always messes up. I don't know how you English speakers do it. Yeah. You're sucking on my elbow. That is a joke. This is just a racist stereotype joke which is against the grain of the rest of the movie. Man, there are some jokes there that I can't comment on, and people would be like, oh, you can't make those jokes nowadays. You can. Just there's no one there to make them properly, I guess. But the one where the black sheriff is trying, that whole segment when he's trying to infiltrate the clan, it's so wrong and good at the same time. Because it's wrong in a proper way, if that makes any sense. Are the movies, the jokes just supposed to be the puns with the titles? Because that's pretty weak, if you ask me. Is that a bonus? Might be a bonus level. What is going on now? Okay, now we're stuck here. The rest of the movie is fine, just move the punchline of that one, which changes the meaning point of the scene. So when do we hump Kate Winslet? I think that's not going to happen. I think it's not going to be a thing. It would kind of it would probably be a good end point for this game, like a good bookend for it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Are you gonna drink that in one gulp?
Maybe.
Could be more than you can handle.
I'll take that as a challenge. I've been doing this since I was a kid. Told you!
And that's not the best scene to... okay, so the game has hidden scenes from the show. Is there gonna be a dog singing how it's party time? No, I don't think there will be that, no. That scene sucked. I see what you did there. That scene sucked in one gulp. Yes. If no one gets that reference, it's from an animated version of Titanic. Yeah, I don't get the references, but I try not to draw attention to that fact. I'm an uncultured swine. Animated version of Titanic. I didn't even watch the... Like, Titanic is a movie that is so fucking referenced all the time that I have never watched it, and I know every single scene and everything that happens. That movie has been memed to hell and back. Why so much particles? Thank you for acknowledging what I was doing. Like, for one of the things that I have a problem with is that, look, I'm gonna press jump and I'm gonna hold jump. There's a platform above us. Look at what happens. And now it didn't happen. He automatically jumps off the other platform. It's kind of weird. Okay, that was Dr. Scratch and Sniff. He's dead. Was that the boss? The readme said that was the boss. Was that the boss? All the dead chickens are being pushed away. Pair of doctors who started a joke parody song band made a song mocking Titanic. Like the way it just flicks to black when you touch the exit. Yeah, done with the game, load the next level. Here's the game again. Fuck off. Very polished, yes. It's interesting that we have... In our language, we do have the word Titan. And it's written Titan. We say Titan. So, I'm trying to talk, but there is sound over there. So, if you were to translate Titanic, it should be translated as Titânico. Same word, same meaning, everything. But down here, no one realizes really that Titanic is supposed to be like something as big as a Titan. Because instead of calling it Titanico, we call it Titanic. Which is just a proper noun. So it loses all the meaning because of how it's pronounced, because we didn't translate the name, so to speak. Well, that's scratching sniff again. So that wasn't the boss. Chthonic. Not Chthonic, no. Titânico. And that which is of Titã, which would be Portuguese for Titan. It's written almost the same. Hello there, Zofia, greetings to you. Weren't those the bad guys from Grim Dawn? I wouldn't know. But it's not Chthonic, no. Ah, what a game. And I got damaged still, whatever. We haven't died a single time. I don't think. What? What? He's kind of jumping, but not really. How's the game going? Well, see for yourself. I've had better. And they forgot to put the music in. We talked about this plenty, but they talk about the music on the readme file and they have it on the menu, but the game doesn't have any music. They forgot to put the CD tracks.
I love to hang out.
You didn't mean to make it mad. Don't worry, it's being mad even before you asked. Flump. Wait, how would I can't reach it there unless maybe if I run? Oh, okay, that's the first time you have to use run. Okay, that's the first time. You can run in this game. This is the first time. It's the first time we have done that. There we go. Yay. You know, for dots anvils. I wish you didn't have to find the cartoons to watch them. If they were like between stages or something. So polished. The game of polish, everyone. This is the most... What was that? I think I need to pull a lever elsewhere, probably. Nail polish. How do you have the music so much only to forget about it? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Ah, you have to rush, okay. Like, Zofia, this guy bought like 2 different versions of this game off eBay trying to find the music and he couldn't. It just wasn't there. And I have the distinct feeling that they didn't make the music, they paid for the music, they just forgot to add the tracks to the disc for the image. What are those sound effects? Was he throwing freaking calculators at us? It's one of the worst games you've seen. It's very lazy. I don't usually call games lazy. But yeah, before we started, I said that I wasn't very optimistic about this, and I tried to be up. Those moving platforms are impossible to use, I'm sorry. I usually go into the games thinking, no, it might be good. Might be secretly good. This one I could smell the crap. Oh look, the exit. It apparently finished the music but forgot it. Yeah, that's my guess. Oh, you can't land? Okay, that's the first death. Oh, that flip back to life was very lazy. Holy shit. You just respawn instantly, no need to do anything else. Can you? This game is ass. The thing that the platform doesn't work properly, so it pushes you off. Lora Dora Nora 41. For this game is not good with platforms. This is way too dangerous. Oh. We're still inside the Titanic, by the way. We still have at least the iceberg and Mars to go. And usually I wouldn't be complaining, but it's not a good game, so I'm kind of not wanting it to go for very long. Cute Curse 31. What? Oh, yes, hi. What? There we go. What? Don't ask. The game might be offended. You know what? The game, at least the game doesn't crash. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't crash yet. Looks more like a construction site. Yeah, insert game here. I wonder if one of the devs was like, "Sir, may we finish the game before releasing it?" And they were like, "Nah." Nonsense. No one cares if the game is finished. Don't say those things. I know. But I'm almost wanting the game to be like, yeah, no, it crashes so we can't beat it. Oh, that's a shame. You know, most stages when you find a nurse who are playing as Dot who doesn't care about the nurse. So that's kind of a waste of the little joke because they have a voice line and everything for that. Not that the voice line is any good. Quest for pipe. I'm taking... Erg! I keep taking random damage. I wonder how much this version is sold for. 30 bucks! Tops. That's my guess. Lazy shield animation. Laziness? Gigantic adventure? Must have escaped from a zoo. Almost dead, okay. Feels like a promotional packing game. I once worked on a mobile game where the publisher told the company I was working for that, oh, that game that you guys are making, I think it's so good that we can make it a, what did they call it? A freemium game. I think it's called freemium or something, where we can sell the game but also have microtransactions in it. And I would hear that explanation. I would be like, why would people endure that? Like either one or the other. I wasn't there anymore when they released the game and it was a failure. What was the game? I can't say without identifying a lot of people, including myself. I'm pretty sure my name is on the credits. It was, like, by all means, it was a well-made game. Like, I worked on a lot of stuff. Like, they needed a good programmer because... well, because they needed a good programmer, so I kind of became the main programmer for that game for a long while. And there was a lot of good shit in it. There was a lot of effort. But, you know, it was a mobile game with a publisher that decided to charge for it and then have microtransactions. And then convinced the guys at my company, at the company I worked at the time, that it was a good idea. I kind of knew that it wasn't, but I was just a programmer. And I was already wanting to exit the game dev business by then. Like, that was like my last job before quitting the industry. I did go back to do like some freelance work on some VR stuff after that, while I was on my new job. But yeah, video game industry, man. Make it as a hobby, not as a job. Seriously, if anyone here wants to work on video games. What part of the Titanic is this even supposed to be? Well, Zofair, you're in luck. Here's a map. This is where we are at now. This is the bottom of the Titanic. Scarring blades. Ah, there is that game, right? It's a mobile thingamajig. Or Elder Scrolls Blades or something. It has blades on the name. I saw the game. Oh, that looks interesting. Oh wait, it's mobile. Oh wait, it has mark. Okay, fuck it. Oh man, it's almost over. Yeah, and then we can actually... Look, chat, the game has... According to the manual, the game has 5 bosses. And I think we haven't seen any bosses yet. Could be mistaken. Stop burning! Stop burning! Yeah, go down on the fire. Good arrow. Haven't noticed any bosses. Maybe they forgot to add them in. Wait! That could be a thing. The manual talks about 5 different bosses and explains the mechanics to them, the readme file. Did they forget to add the bosses? They had a telescope crammed in the bottom of the ship. Yeah, so you can look at the seabed. You know, this game is cheap when they cheap out and have no music during gameplay. Rubik, they forgot they had music. They here, look. Options, sound. Here, music volume. It's on max. They did have music. They just forgot to put it on the disc. It's fine, it happens. No biggie, right? Game is clearly not meant to be understood. So I have to drop straight down, so I have to open that thing. So there is a switch? Yeah, there's a switch there. And then you drop down. That platform! It was there! I just walked through it! The fuck, man! Oh, that thing is deactivated. The platform ceased to be. While I was walking on it, but it was...
Open sesame!
Yeah, fuck off. At least the game sound works. Yeah! For the amazing... Okay, so this also turns around. It wasn't just not working, it also... We got a help text here. Pull the right levers for a surprise! I don't want a surprise! It's probably jacked. What is the right levers? The one on the right? More bugs than a block of Swiss cheese. Dude, does Swiss cheese have bugs in it? Oh, is this the boss fight? Is that boss music that I'm hearing? Oh, sorry. Also, the Titanic is not sinking right now. Why is there water at the bottom? At least I don't think it's supposed to be sinking. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, stop the jump while I'm busy with it. It just... You mean holes. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes more sense. Is this that thing over there coming out of the pipe with the fire? Is this a lasagna factory? I think this is a lasagna factory inside the Titanic. Here's where they make the lollipop lasagna and the popcorn lasagna. Oh, new mechanics. There is no way this fails. Okay, I probably need to reach that. Ah! 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 Ugh. How the F? Oh, and this is blocking me, so I have to do it like this. There we go, Jesus, okay. Okay, that's a good visual gag, I guess. It only took us like 50 levels before a good visual gag. Here's Nurse. Yep.
Hello, nurse. Hello, nurse.
He plays the clip twice. That's horrendous. They make their food in the boiler room. That's a good place to make food, right? Don't think those pistons are gonna do a lot outside the holes. These are pistoning. That's the ChatGPT working very hard trying to find the RRP of this game. First he said he couldn't find it, but then said I look at catalogs and magazines. Been trying for the last couple of minutes. Why do you torture? Well, it's AI. You should torture them. It's fine. Yo, is that the boss fight again? I don't think that was a boss fight. I'm just gonna save on a different because I lost a lot of lives on that, but I don't know if it matters. I have 4 lives. What the fuck? I thought I had 0.
My arms are tired.
Secret movie. Yay. Oh. You know, some of this platforming is almost fun. It's still better than Taz. You guys know which game I'm talking about. You know, the quest to find a worse game than Taz continues. Given South Peak's late 90s kid-focused Windows releases after launch's budget titles, the game was likely debuted in the 1999-2099 range. That might be a reasonable guess, I suppose. I'm almost dead. Okay, and the stage ended. Fine. This is like the worst fighting game. I mean, as a fighting game, it's pretty bad, yes. As a platformer, it's kind of okay. As a fighting game, it's pretty bad. Exercise room in the boiler room as well, so you can work up a sweat. It's a good effort to lose weight. Should be classified as a torture device. We've played torture devices on this retrospective. This is not one of them. 12-hour tier list stream. It's gonna be a very long stream when I show the rankings. Because I want to... Like, I'm going to show the rankings, of course, and like from bottom to bottom up. But I also want to like... I want to show video clips of the games as we work through it. So... yeah, it's gonna take a while. At least that's my intention, like find the VOD, have it playing as I talk about the game just as a frame of reference, because it's not like the other retrospectives where, okay, it's like 10 games. The first one we played less than a month ago, so fine. No, this is a lot of shit that, like some of you have mentioned, a lot of it just blends together. You like charge anything above $19.99 with Dishonest. Yeah, especially because it's a Windows game, right? There is no licensing anything. Like for consoles and stuff, like it's just Animaniacs and that's it. Okay, so now the Titanic is going down, I think. Okay, we went down, not with the ship. Here we go with the boat. Near, far, and my heart will go on. You know, they could have done like a little parody of that. They could do anything. We could have made a game. Remind you of another game I have been a Batman one. Ah, you mean that they might have done the parody, but we can't see it because I couldn't stop! Because the game has no music. That makes a lot of sense, and I congratulate you for coming to that conclusion. Maybe this game has the literal best parody of that song ever made. Even better than the Tunenstein rap from yesterday. Did you guys like the Tunenstein rap? That was pretty good, wasn't it? In the genre of cringe rap, as someone mentioned in chat. Ow, my head. Okay, still alive. Oh, that's Pinky and the Brain. Okay, they're very large. Like, did the devs have any idea of how big the characters are supposed to be compared to one another? This stage is surprisingly tricky. Oh, there's a band-aid on the Titanic. That's pretty good. You're glad you missed that. Yeah, when you finish Tunenstein, it has a freaking rap where they sing about the game and the characters. What was that thing? Good lord, what a game. Oh. Pocket full of squid. Ow. Ow. No, the birds are pushing me. And they killed me. So you have to go to space after this? Yeah! At some point we go to space, yes. Starting to think we're not gonna see any bosses. I don't know, man, this is still the Titanic. Maybe there is a boss at the end of the Titanic. You shithead, I'm keeping my distance on purpose so you don't do that to me. Yeah, Scratch and Sniff is listed on the readme file as the first boss. What just happened? I don't know. Yes. Hi. Yes. Why is there a Zeppelin?
I'm gifted.
What did she say? You die in one hit though. Yeah. Yak around the clock. Okay, now we're going to the iceberg. Is that the end of the Titanic? Is it? Yeah, we're going to the iceberg, and there's the set with Mars in it. There's a boss's tracks with the game, I guess. Okay, this game. Give me just 1 second.
Why'd the chicken cross the playground? To prove he wasn't a chicken.
I missed it. I'm sorry. What a beautiful scene. Yes, the Titanic goes down. I missed the joke, sorry. We have to keep playing. I don't wanna. Give me a moment. Right. Proving he's not a chicken. No, that one works. There are worse ones. We need that one where the mauve ship hits the red ship and the guys were marooned because it would fit this scene right here. And these pickups, of course, they're just for score, but they're Nice, the eye glue has like an antenna in it. That's a big ass shark that explode into smithereens. Is that the noise a penguin makes? Nice jump.
How did we get here again? I guess we're just lucky.
I guess we have no more lives. Okay. Yeah, we have no lives. I think you can get more lives. I don't know how, if it was just score or what. So 0 doesn't count as a life, which is a thing I don't really like in games too. Where is the shark? I want to kill the shark first. Listening to party time at the same time makes this more enjoyable. Listen to anything, and yeah, we'll make this a lot better. So for this to work, we have to run. I don't like running this game. It's too uncontrollable.
Whoa!
Where are we going? Fish pubs and ice cream with the iceberg naturally. Naturally? No, 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 no. Oh.
How did we get here?
Can I... no one cares about score. Can I just go back to playing? What? Shit, it's... Yeah. This is not enjoyable. It's beatable, of course, but now that we have no more lives, it's gonna be more annoying. Because you have one attempt for the entire stage. I don't think you can... We can try to save at the checkpoint, but I doubt it's going to work. Like, I'll still try. Maybe it does work. I'll be surprised. Put it on a separate slot and everything. Okay, here. Let's try putting a save on a separate slot at the checkpoint, see if it helps. Wait, the how did it? It dies in one hit anyway. What's going on here, man? Film is Blanca. Jesus, now I have to... Okay. Checkpoint. Warner for life. The invincibility claw looked like it could have been invisibility sparkle from Sonic just blurred. But I'm very surprised. No. I almost died. Okay, that was the end. Okay, what is that cake? That's an extra life. I don't want to lose it. I want to save with it. Not if you reload. You know what? Oh, this is a bonus room. There's a timer. You deleted a life? Does it send me out? It does. I don't know, man. The game is confusing. What damaged me? Oh, there is a thing jumping right there. We were talking about this yesterday. Fish that jump from below.
Don't look at me. They did it.
And birds, yeah, both. Okay, now we have to see where the save takes me to. Okay, it took us to the bonus room. Stop pushing me. Same shit again. No, load. This in a bonus room doesn't take a life upon fail. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That is kind of dumb. What kind of bonus are we talking about here? It's a dangerous bonus room. It's a danger room. Can you go back to attacking? I'm pressing attack and it's not happening. Is there a thing? There is a thing there. Wait, it kills you at the end of the bonus room anyway. And we took damage from a bird immediately. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna save outside of it because bonus rooms are bullshit in this game. Guaranteed loss of life. I have to load before it goes into the game over thing that takes forever. Like seriously, what would I can't kind of jump, but these platforms don't help me with the jump, especially when there is a bird. Game suddenly became jacked. It was easy before. What am I so... I can't even jump because when you get hit, you go into iframes. When you're in iframes, you're stuck. You can't move, you can't jump, you can't attack. But if I jump before the bird hits me, that's worse. I think this is the most jacked jump in the game. It's right by the end. There we go.
Bloody hell!
Yes. You know, we have to keep rotating save files because we might be saving into a soft lock for reasons, I guess.
How did we get here?
Wait for all the animations. You can't even see it because the camera... Okay, because I think saves are like whatever, I'm gonna save scum this game. It's fine. Ah. A lot of these animations don't even make sense. Why is it going all the way back to the right like that? I like how the score doesn't reset when you save or anything, so we're gonna get top high score anyway. You could do a high score run. Try to grab everything. Wonder what the max score is. Okay, extra life. Good time to save.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Jesus. I'm trying. Can you get out of the way? Is that a bonus level? It isn't. Okay. You can't kill these. And they freeze you in place like everything else that gives you iframes. Oh. You think this programmer didn't know a lot about games? I mean, he had to make a game for Windows, so he already had things going against him. Yes, there are some very good Windows 95 games, but I think part of the issue here is that it had to be like high res. This looks like it's 640 by 480. I don't know. Maybe he was like, man, I became a Windows developer. My dream is to make shit for banks and point of sale devices. And here I am stuck making a video game. I dream of making websites. Oh, there is an Exolife. There we go. The shame. Man, being disabled in movement and everything during iframes is like such a weird decision. Why are we moving so slowly now? The Green Financial, why do you want me to make a game? Because then the game is gonna make big money. That's how this works, right? Shit. People complain about Euro platformers having unavoidable damage. I mean, unavoidable damage is kind of a weird design decision. Would make Microsoft sense in Microsoft back then. Yeah. Microsoft used to hate games. In a way, they still hate games, considering all the decisions they have made lately. Okay, new stage and tile set and stuff. Man, what is a platform? It is mostly clear, but... I like how the guard has a different clothing for each stage. Now he's the hunchback. Oh. Invincible, triple exclamation mark. Oh, that's another video clip. No new music. Yeah, they keep reusing the same one.
I'm Yakko. I'm Wacko.
And I'm Princess. Ah!
Hello, Princess. Princess. I love it.
Yeah, you try saying it sometime.
Princess Angelina Contessa Luisa Francesca Banana Fana Bobeska the Third.
Oh, thank you, Mr. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. Big whoop. Let's do it!
I feel like they got the worst clips from the show. Like, how can we make sure that the clips don't look better than the game? Well, we can pick the worst ones. You like that one? I mean, it's not... the previous one was way worse. I wasn't a fan of that one, though. You're tired of this song. Oh, that's a good detail. Yeah, I hate that character, but that's a good detail. It's absurd. This game is absurd. We're inside the castle now. Also, because of the blinking, I think these things are different resolutions. Because when you do this, there's a blinking, and I think this is higher resolution than the actual game. And that's the thing that they used to do a lot back then, but you shouldn't have a game that keeps changing resolutions. It was... well, it was kind of imperceptible back in CRT days. But still, I don't think that's a good practice. So, like, you can't just assume that your player, your user is gonna have a monitor that supports 800 by 600 on their monitor. Then you need to have that as a requirement. I get it that maybe it was too slow to draw to a buffer and then render that buffer at whatever resolution the monitor was set at. Like, if you want to play a game at... the monitor is at 1024 by 768. Just render at whatever resolution you want your game to be rendered at. And put that on the target resolution, like draw to a frame buffer. Was that too slow back then, or were devs too lazy? It was probably the first option. You can still mess with the system. Yes, it can, especially when the game or software crashes as you're playing it, and then it doesn't revert the changes. Quake 3 engine games had that issue, because Quake 3 has a big problem with gamma, where the game is too dark. I don't know what they did. So they set the gamma very high, to be very bright, and then the game looks fine, and then they revert it when the game closes. But if the game crashes, it doesn't revert, so Windows gets like just white. Rescaling back then was a big ask. Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Nowadays it's free. Yeah, no, you're right. It's just it's been so long. It's not that it was a big ask, right? A lot of people didn't have, like, back then, not having a 3D accelerator was still a big chunk of the target audience. And then rescaling might be like introduce artifacts, like look bad and pixelated. Playing a video resized to full screen runs the frame rate on your simulated 486, 66 Hz. Yeah, no, that you're probably right. Yeah, drawing at the native resolution, whatever you set it at, is probably by necessity, considering every game did it. But don't change it. Like, select one 640 by 480 and make sure everything's on the same resolution. Like, consoles like the PS1 will do resolution switching, so they can have like pre-rendered videos at 480 interlaced and gameplay at 240p, which again is okay on CRT displays. It can cause issues like when converting to HDMI, for example, depending on the upscaler. Every time a game rescaled the monitor at the time would black out and show duration. Yeah, someone doesn't play well with that either. And yeah, while it's doing that, you might miss on content. Mega Man platforms. You guys love Mega Man platforms. I mean, Mega Man platforms are the kind of thing that I feel like no one likes them. Some games have them, but I think that's like the devs thinking that... No, it would be fun. Fun for who, you dipshit. This was CRT monitor back in the 90s. Yeah, CRTs could behave differently. Like, if you get like a regular ass TV and you hook up a PS1 on it, it's going to switch between 240p and 480i. It's not even gonna blink. Right, the three TVs that I have here do that on PS1. Like, if you're looking for it, you can notice the resolution change because it's different, but it's seamless. Perfectly seamless, which is why the PS1 does it all the time. But then if you try to hook it up to a computer monitor, computer CRT from the era that can do higher resolution, sometimes it does fizzle and flash and a little bit while trying to change it. Especially when the source is a computer. Because that same TV, I have a CRT over there, that same TV when hooked up to that computer, if the computer changes the resolution over VGA, the operating system does a switch that does flicker the image for a moment. So it's not as smooth as the actual consoles. It's almost as smooth, but not quite. Old Commodore. Oh, well, I don't know anything about those. Yeah, whatever. It's just because they had to have the nurse in the game somehow. Just filling a quota. Oh, the torch in the background damages you. What the fuck? This might be a boss fight. There we go, boss fight, everyone. We had a boss fight. I think that's a pretty good Pinky statue. Armor thingy. No, it's not a boss fight. Here's another one. Just an enemy with a lot of health. We're almost dead. I think I'm gonna rush through the door. I can't. I have to kill them. Okay, it opened. You wish you had kept your old 17-inch 1600 by 1200 cable CRT monitor. Those are highly sought after by people using emulation. Like, people connect like their Mister to those and they can emulate old systems on the Mister's FPGA and output proper signal to that. You can literally run a 486 on the Mister and run DOS games. Yeah, hi. I don't know how to avoid that. Yeah, best monitor I had back then could do 1280 by 960 at 75 Hz. Turning just in time to see Dot murder Franciscan monk. Hello, Janky Toll coming. Yeah, it happens. How do you like the music? It's pretty good, isn't it? So big. Yeah, I mean, I have a 27-inch Sony WEGA flat screen that weighs like 50-something pounds, I think. It's gigantic. I love it. One day it's gonna stop working and I will never be able to replace it. But I love it for my old consoles. I do see the portal. I'm ignoring it. I think it's gonna be a bonus thing. That hum's been the closest thing to music. We're starving for music, aren't we? We're taking anything at this point. Oh, that was close. Is this the way? I have no idea. I mean, for a very long time when I was getting ready to come back to streaming, I kind of wanted to do a setup where I would be streaming while playing on the CRT TV and then capture over HDMI and then... But some systems would be a pain to do that. Because like I have an upscaler nowadays, but it doesn't have like a bypass or anything. And then I decided, you know, to keep things simple, just emulate everything and have a simple setup for streaming. But it would be nice to play shit on the CRT TV. No SFX going through the pipe. Come on, they have already used all their budget for sound effects. Lack of music adds to the suspense. Because you just got here, Jankito, I have to show you this. Here is the music volume selector. They forgot to add it to the game disc. So we do believe they did make the music. They just forgot about it. Wait, is this an auto-scroller? It's an auto-scroller that is indecisive? I don't know. But it's funny because you start the game, you have all the intro and everything, and then it goes into the main menu, dead silence. Because they forgot the music. And no, it's not my dump of the game. There are no videos of this game on the internet with music. And there's a guy that bought 2 different versions of the game from eBay, and neither one had music. Game is confused with itself. I mean, game is confusing us as well. These monks have way too much health. I want a version of this game on the 3DO. On the CDI. Oh, this would make such a good Philips CDI game. You just... It's a boss fight! He has a health bar and everything! Holy crap! You want it on the Jaguar? That would be decent too. Wait! The readme says there are 5 boss fights. If this is the first one, we're 1/5 through the game? 20%? Because you're the boss! Got a boss fight with a health bar. Okay. If you ignore the music, the game is not that bad. It does have boss fights. And it has amazing variety with the backgrounds. The controls are kind of shit. But you know, Windows. CDI could probably handle it, but all sounds would cancel each other out. That's kind of a plus. What a tense boss fight it was. Just keep your distance. Is it? Yes, it is over. Okay, so that's the first stage, chat. You had the Titanic and the iceberg and the castle grounds and the castle top and the castle interior and all of the parts of the Titanic. It's a very long game, so it is a gigantic adventure. Would you look at that? I mean, if that is the game, then this is gonna take 10 hours. Is it such a long game, really? I mean, this is the entire board. They don't have a lot of space here. Maybe it just takes a long time to get to the first boss, and now it's gonna be every boss in a row. Or something. Ouch. Yeah, look, it's doing the same thing where the game is like, no, you go to the right. Dipshit. No, but I want to go left. The screen pushed us. Unless there's another board. But it should have switched the boards after the boss, right? What is that? Everything looks like clip art. Yes. Very clip art game. What is that? It had a sandwich inside. Why is that sound playing backwards? Why is there a clown head? This stage is a bit unhinged.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we have voice clips every now and again. You assume logic will play a role in this game. You sound like the programmer talking. The producer, or like the throng of 10 artists that worked on this, I'll pile up on the programmer. What is the logic that you used here for this part? And the programmer looks at them like, logic? What? No, I don't believe in logic. That's not part of my programming ethos. Jesus Christ, man. That's annoying. I should save here. Are those supposed to be Ethereum masks? You guys are asking too many questions that I have no answers for. Look at the death animation on the top of the thing, just... You keep moving as if hanging after dying, and that... Jesus, the thing still hit us. That's how I feel about the game. What is this crap? Just commenting at this point, yeah. That's all we can do. I'm trying to go down because I think we're supposed to go down. Yeah, the arrow points down. I can't.
Why did the zombie drive into the ditch? To turn the blinker off.
And for the funny bones. That joke, people have sent me complaints about that joke before. I don't write the jokes, people. You know why smashing that box was so funny to you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Okay, so there is an arrow pointing down here. And there's an arrow pointing down there, so both arrows point us to go down. Like, yeah, here. Go down, it says. Oh, we're on the right of the shark now. Oh, that's the... What was the exit? I know those are supposed to be like wooden scaffolding or whatever, but it looks to me like the game is saying, ah! Yeah, me too, game, me too. Oh. Wild that you can save anywhere. That's Windows gaming at its best for you. It's a platforming stage with no platforms. It's just a ground. Ground is a platform. What is going on? I have no idea. So the game pack used MIDI files. Yeah, I think it did. Game pack was fun. I mean, these are the same people that did all those Jigsaw and Crazy Paint games, and those had music. They knew how to do music. No, this was supposed to be music tracks on the CD. There is evidence to that somewhere. I read about it. They did stick this on the game pack on another game on one CD, so there would be no room for CD audio over there. Really? Most of the gaming world, you saved after the stage, you're at save points. Microsoft, what's a save point? I mean, Doom, you can save anywhere. All of those first-person shooter games, you can save scum at will. Adventure games, you can save anywhere. Like, having specific save points was a thing that was popularized with the dawn of the PlayStation and other consoles that started using flash memory cards because... saving takes a while, so it needs like, okay, we're gonna read the contents of the memory card, I'm gonna display them, I'm gonna save some blocks. It's a process, so yeah, let's have certain points where you can do that. Like, there are some games where, like, for example, I think Prince of Persia 3D, the Windows version you can save anywhere. The Dreamcast version, because it relies on that thing with the memory cards, it has specific save points. And there are plenty of like games like, say, I think, for example, Hexen. You can only save a certain points on the Nintendo 64 version. But on the DOS version, you can save anywhere. So PC gaming was more about saving at any time. RTS is as well. Not an official re-release. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because I did see a report of a release of this game, but it was just it on a disc, and it still didn't have music. So not something they bothered to correct on a re-release. You love games with lives where you can save anywhere. Yeah, it makes a little sense because you have lives. And when you die, and this is something that happened here, when you die your last life, it's faster to load from the previous save than to let it go to the whole thing with the high score. And you keep the high score when saving. So that makes the saving like pointless as well, because just reload and keep wrecking score. No, I wanted to stay there, whatever. This stage is weird.
Don't look down.
You know, at least this is, you don't have to collect all the things. I was worried when the game started to talk about collecting the posters and stuff. Oh, is this one of those games where you have to keep going back and forth through the stage trying to find everything before you let you finish? You know, it's optional. So, you know, it's not... If you're... The game design is fine. Even the level design, like, the levels, like, they have some variety and they're mostly linear. They're not sprawling mazes or anything. So game design is fine. Level design is fine. The art is atrocious. The controls are a bit jacked, especially with you losing control when getting hit. And the lack of music and the overall presentation is just unpolished. This might have been rushed. That might be the thing, actually. It was just rushed. When Star 3D and Rise of the Triad had lives, you can also save anywhere. That's true. Yeah, those games use the same engine. You know, the saving was harder on console back then. It was a dumb joke. It wasn't dumb, it prompted interesting discussion. I think. The Phantom, after you die and start the game again, you keep the score. That... Oh, yeah, see? We already got another boss fight. They're gonna have all the boss fights in a row after not having anything for 100 stages. Okay, this one is harder. Although I don't know what's going on. Fingerprints? And I don't think so. Yeah, I know the reference. The boss rush. Is it a boss rush if it is the first time the boss show up? Okay, I'm gonna reload. I lost 2 lives. Wait. Where's the load? Wait. What is this? What is going on, game? What is the game doing? Sub-weapons or projectiles? Are you serious right now? Are you seriously asking that from this game? No, they aren't. Dot's weapon is a bit different, but you don't choose who to play with. Each stage has its character. Very odd. The sounds for this boss make no sense. Yeah, Dot's weapon, the anvil, works as a projectile, which made the previous boss very easy. Yeah. Yeah, he died. You've got Balloony. Okay,
Open sesame.
Okay. Now we go to Mars. We have done 2 out of 5 bosses, I think. Oh, this is kind of cool. You can't quite place the sound. Yeah, it does sound a little bit familiar. Okay, this is kind of cool. It's a set. Oh, you can destroy all the buildings. Okay, I like this. There's some stuff in the game that you can like. Oh, that was... That's pretty nice. The face of the monkey. I like this stage. This is one of the more creative ones. I just don't know where I am, what I'm doing right now. I guess if you drop there, you have to come down here and redo this, okay. Legally distinct Godzilla, yeah? Some of the best kind of Godzilla are legally distinct ones. Maybe if dropping was fine. Yeah, it was. I should save. It's funny how the official American Godzilla is probably the most legally distinct of all. But we can be heroes. That one? When I was a kid, I kind of liked that movie because I didn't know any better. I didn't know any better, chat. That was my first Godzilla. Okay. Almost messed up. Or is associated deeper underground with that? No! Oh. Big thing. Where do we go? Oh, this is the end of this. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. I haven't seen Ralph in a Martian costume. What is this? No. I thought we were going to Mars. Man, this is starting to feel like those random-ass click-and-play shareware games from Japan or something. Like, there is a bitmap in the back. The ground here, like, you can see the gray part as part of the background. So this is like just one straight platform here. They're getting lazier. They spent all their energy on the previous stage. The previous stage is fine, but this is too lazy. It's meant to look like a set. I mean, I'm sure they have used that excuse a lot while making the art in these stages. I do get your argument still. I mean, freaking SNES, Animaniacs, and the Genesis one as well. Those are meant to look like stages, like sets, and they look amazing. Like that thing over there, where the thing is ripped, that is pretty good. Looks like Wizard terraformed Mars. Yeah, Mars is looking very weird. Oh, we got different swamp area. The swamp has eaten the sound effects for a while there. This is the best music we've got so far. Clip art as pterodactyl. Man, just look at that 3D burger spinning, man. It doesn't fit with anything. No, go back. Corn game. Not going back. Stepped away for a moment. You defeated the guy in the suit as Hyako? I did, yes. You can't change characters. It's whatever they give you for the stage. It alternates between stages. Yeah, I did beat it. Just have to be patient. Oh, is that a... There was a good sprite there for like 2 frames and then I deleted it by accident. Where, boss? It was a good sprite, it was like a Robo T-Rex. I deleted it by accident. Okay, it's gone forever. That's the only time you could have seen it. And it's gone. Oh, game. Oh, that guy from the game pack. Remember that? This guy. Oh, this is a boss fight, and he's not losing health. Okay, I lost a life there. Okay, so my guess is that that piano drops on him, but I'd have to math it out when he gets under there to pull this at the right time. Or you just bump it to pull the piano down? Oh, it's back up there. Ascot has taken too many blows to the head, now he's immune. Yeah, apparently. I still took damage. A lot of damage, almost half my health. No!
Looks like somebody needs to practice.
Fuck you, Yaku. That boss fight is a fuck. Somebody needs to practice. Practice these nuts. Can't push this. Shit. Wait. I didn't know you could flip emotes on Twitch like that. Good work. I didn't know. Yeah, I still took a truckload of damage. It's impossible. Channel points? There is a thing about unlocking or doing something with emotes with channel points. I'm not familiar with how that works. I can't jump because I'm blinking. I got stuck there. Yeah, if I'm gonna take damage anyway, why wait? That's a lot of effort, Alex Murphy, thank you. He looks kind of weird from the other side, though. Is it just me? Where is the piano? Where the fuck is the piano? The fuck? The boss lost some health, I don't know how.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me out. Fuck. Yes, I have seen people putting the... Hang on.
Bye-bye.
Can you let me go? Jesus, I hit the microphone in anger. That was my bad. Like, there is a readme that has hints on the things. Hang on. Readme. Level boss hints. Okay, we did this. Space boss. Space Ralph doesn't like baseball. I don't think I have seen this. Mr. Director backstage. Not so tough in the air. Is that the guy we did right just now? Baloney. Is Baloney that guy? Has a bad back. If Baloney is below, you can't exit above. Is that supposed to be a hint, man? I know. You take the finger out of that lady's mouth right now, young man. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Okay, the thing was doing that. Is it gone now? Can you let me... I don't know how to make past this guy without taking damage. And that's a problem. Can you please... Shit is impossible, man. I don't get it. What does the piano do? The piano just goes away. And if I turn it off, does it come back? I can't even see because I... This is demented, man. Alright, I'm already dead. I haven't... Ah, shit. Just trying to skip this, come on. I managed to quit the game. Yeah, I tried that, but I can't do it without dying. Without taking damage. Come on. Let me. I have to remember to like lose 3 lives and load so we can skip all of this shit. Like the range on that. And now I'm stuck. Okay, I know how to avoid the damage. You have to like do the running jump. The game is very weird about the way run works. Now I need to figure out how to actually damage him. Oh, the good feathers are up top. Did you see that? Where is the piano, though? Does the piano come back? I don't think the piano comes back. He lost health. When did he lose health? I didn't see. Oh, the piano? What? Oh, okay, I have an inkling. I have a guess. I have to go up with the piano, maybe? Don't ask you. I will ask you. And you better answer. How does this look so much worse than the SNES game? It is... That one is Konami, right? Of course this is worse than the Konami game. Welcome in, Marcus Parge. It's horrible and they forgot to add the music. Okay, the piano. The piano is back. What happens if we ride up? What is all of this? There's a thing there. Hang on. What? Now it's a normal stage or something? It's a normal stage now. You have no idea how this stooge hurt himself. Okay, we're just gonna forget about the guy and move on, I guess. Let me put down a save. Probably had a quarter of the budget. You would be surprised. Because they have a lot of 3D graphics. And there's all the clips they added that we aren't seeing because they're like secret or whatever. And they probably spent a lot on music just to not have it play in the game. And they do have some made for the game cinematics. Like the intro one. And they did have the voice actors. The original ones even. This game is just... It's not a lack of budget. This game is just incompetence. Not caring. I think we still kill the dino, I just don't... that thing damages me. Because the health bar is still there. No, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. I told you not to I didn't give you permission to fall. Was the thing causing this to be bad the design or the programming? Yes. Sorry. I don't think it's the game design. I think it was like this is on the producer. The programmer was inexperienced, I feel. But that's not an excuse. There's a checkpoint here. I don't know, the GameCube game looks okay. It's kind of a collect-a-thon, I think. It looks like it might be okay. It's still a ways away for us to get to that game. If you're new here, I'm doing a Looney Tunes retrospective for playing all of these games. Eventually. Playing them in chronological order of release. No game on GameCube is as bad as Universal Studios. I think I know that game. Is that the game where you walk around the park and then you have like the mini games and you buy the tickets? And it has like a roller coaster or something? Yeah, I know that game. It doesn't look very good. Yes, Marcus Parch, there are two Pinky and the Brain games. We played the first one, World Conquest for Windows. It was not good. There is one for the Game Boy Advance or Nintendo DS that we'll be playing next at some point. I don't get it. What does the game want from me? Why did it give me a checkpoint? Picking up the trash for ages, grinding to get money. Yeah, I saw someone play that. I don't know who it was. It looked like an okay-ish idea, but horribly executed. Yeah, you want me to go up? Up where, dude? Here? But then what? Do I leap of faith to the left? No. I'd rather have Morse coded train whistles. No, I'd rather have this one. You think AV Gen played it? I haven't watched AV Gen in so long. I heard it's nowhere near as good as it used to be, which, you know, considering how long it's been going for, it's understandable. You wanted to play the Back to the Future, right? It's just awful. Oh, that's another piano. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Like here, you jump here and you wait. Right? I think I saw there's another piano coming down. Right? Yes, yes, yes. There it is. There we go. It's a prototype of a PlayStation started Pinky and the Brain game by Konami out there somewhere. I'm not doing prototypes, but I was not aware of that. Get out of the way, you jackass! To be so fair. James and Mike Mondays. Freaking Mike Matei, man. And people watch... Mike Matei used to stream. I don't know if he still streams. People watched Mike Matei streaming. A lot of people watched Mike Matei stream. It didn't even capture the audio from the games. It was like this jacked microphone picking up the sound from the TV from further away. And people watch him just yell fuck at the TV for hours on end. I mean, if you enjoyed that, like, who am I to say anything, but I don't get it. He came across as an asshole. Yeah, I don't... Here's the thing, like, in all honesty, I don't think Mike Matei is an asshole. But good God, he's good at role-playing. He's a piece of work. Yeah. I think he's not actually...
Hello, nurse.
I think he's a very good actor.
Hello, nurse.
To look like he's an asshole.
Hello, nurse.
He's screeching rage. Yeah, there are good streamers out there that every now and again they start screeching rage into the microphone. And that's when I like... Sometimes I'll be watching, oh, this guy's kind of, like, I like this game and this content is kind of chill, and then they start raging. I'm like, dude, why? And they have their audience, like, it's fine, but good lord, it's not for me. I don't understand this stage, like, what are we doing? The boss is down there. Typical American 80s, 90s gamer. Why would people play video games if they made them angry, though? I mean, if video games make you that angry, maybe go read a book or something. Stereotypical. Yeah, the stereotypical makes more sense, I think. Like, I get angry with games from time to time, but... I wouldn't want to watch someone that does that... like, professionally. Wait. We're told to go up here, but I can't. If balloon is below, you can't exit above. Right, I did. That was on the readme. So you have to... You have to kill this guy. But how the F... Okay, Baloney has a bad back. So he takes damage if you hit him in the back, maybe? Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, that is it. Okay. Now we have to redo everything again. Look at the score cache registration. Just going. Yes. Okay, chat, now we do everything again. Video games make you that angry. Odds are you can't read books. That's brutal. I totally agree, but that's brutal. Totally dismissive of the video game experience outside the US. What good games are on the Amiga? None. There are plenty of good games on the Amiga, but yeah, people will be like, I know nothing. I didn't grow up with the Amiga. I have zero nostalgia with it. But I've seen recently people play games on it. There's plenty of amazing stuff on the Amiga. I mean, find me a platform that has no good games. Listed them all responsible. Yeah, I can also play them on other things. What about freaking that Lionheart game? That is not on anything else. What about the freaking Amiga version of Amber Star? That is way better than the DOS version. What about Ember Moon? Ember Moon is only on Amiga. And like, why would you settle for a worse version when the Amiga version exists? Or if the Amiga version is the first one? I don't know, yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's a very good Amiga game, there you go. I think it's the only Amiga game I've streamed. Well, that and Joe and Mac. I mean, I'm not the biggest Amiga fan, but no reason to be dismissive of it, like you said. Yeah, and like, I would feel like the same if people said, like, what's the point of the Master System? Because, you know, in the US, they didn't care about the Master System. It's a damn good system. It tends to be ported to other things because why wouldn't you? Yeah, no. Perfectly reasonable point. That doesn't mean the game is not good on the original, that only drives the point home. It was so good that they ported it elsewhere. I skipped that, good. Alien Breed, that's another good one. That one, Gods. I mean, freaking, what is the name of that one? Shit. Okay, how did I forget the name of that? Shadow of the Beast. No port is as crazed and amazing as the original Amiga one. Yeah, you can play it on other systems, but... I'm not even the biggest fan of Shadow of the Beast. Like, from a modern game perspective, I guess. That bird! But that game is astonishing. And you have to be a blind asshole to ignore that. Link's port is better in gameplay. Yes. I'm aware. I don't want to die. You fucking asshole. Now I have to stop everything just to kill this guy so I don't die. This stage is pissing me off. Because I have to get all the way up there again. That's why you stopped watching him. You gave him more of a chance than I did. I mean, that's the kind of guy that's gonna look at the ZX Spectrum and is gonna be like, what is it with these graphics and these colors? They look dumb. Well, it's the kind of it's a like you guys said, it's not typical, but it's stereotypical American gamer. They're gonna be like a lot about graphics and a lot about not even graphics as in art, but graphics as in technical prowess. There we go. You watch like 2 streams. I might have watched 2 at most. Okay, so this is another boss fight straight away. Okay, I know he does a thing where he rushes in and then we can... Okay, let me restore their lives. What was the hint again? I don't remember. The hint about the weak back was for Baloney. We have done Baloney already. Something about his head. He did lose a little bit of health there. Oh. So maybe just hit him his head a truckload of times. Yeah, okay. I have to get closer. Okay. Shit. Why me? I don't know. Why are you in the way? Bird sound is a little long. You think? I think that hoof sound is supposed to be like the shoes on the hard floor, just like the other boss. Hello, nurse. Yes, hi. That's her name.
Lower that baby down here. Gather round, folks. Step right up and see how the game ends.
Just press that cute button right here. I think I have a wedgie.
Yaza, yaza, yaza! Stand back, here we go! Not bad. Let's try again.
Go back and play the levels again where you missed getting all the film cans. I know you can help us.
And we can't do it without you. Well, actually we could, but we don't want to make you look bad.
Back to the game. Boingy, boingy, boingy.
We're not. We're not. We need one ending. We don't need a good ending. That's the rule for this retrospective. That's the rule for most games I play on stream anyway. Who gives a fuck bad end it is? Yeah, end timer 3 hours 7 minutes. We might have missed a stage. We didn't see Mars with Ralph dressed up as a Martian, I'm pretty sure. But we're not gonna find all the little things. No. We've got a few bad endings in this retrospective. It's fine. It's an ending. We saw the final boss. It's whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Let's move over here. Fun stuff for all ages, chat. What do you think? Is it fun stuff for all ages? Let me rank this game. Where do I rank it? Where do I rank it? It's not like it's fine to play. And it's gonna be ranked right about in the middle. I mean, compared to yesterday's game, as a game, it's better. Yeah, I rank this just slightly above yesterday's game. Cruel and unusual punishment for all ages. It's a wrap, yes. Alright. So let me quit out of the virtual machine here, so I can get my mouse back. Animaniacs, a gigantic adventure, a game of titanic proportions. It has a lot of stages with a lot of tile sets and different graphics and all of that. The graphics themselves are not good. Like there's no integration between the 2D and 3D stuff, so it looks like bad clip art, all of it. I think if they had gone for a lower resolution, they would have saved themselves some work and the game would have looked better. But it's kind of difficult to do that on Windows at this era, right? You can't really rely on the monitor doing 320 by 240. So they would need to do scaling, yeah. The controls are kind of annoying. Like, I can play on the keyboard, but getting stuck every time you get hit was very not okay. South Peak Interactive. I mean, I knew the game was not gonna be very good when we started because of the lack of music and everything. It did have plenty of bosses. It was strange, like, okay. Half the game is a Titanic, and it's on the cover, and it was weird when we were reading the back of the box that, the Titanic and the iceberg and all of that, and then there's also other stuff, and I was like, wait, what? And yet, you do the entire Titanic and all of the iceberg and the castle before you see the first boss. And then they just rush everything else. So the game was very rushed. Yes. They did forget the music. Half a thumb. It's not horrible. Game design is okay. Level design is okay. Bosses are okay-ish. Half a thumb is your guess. I have to think it like this. The estimate is that this game was somewhere between 20 and 30 bucks. If I paid between 20 and 30 bucks for this game in 1999 to play on my Windows computer, I would have enjoyed my time with it, probably. As bad as it might be. So I am going to give this game a tentative, respectful, slightly shy thumbs up, 1 thumb. It's okay, but don't linger too much on it. And I'm gonna call it not the worst shit we've played so far.